How has nobody taken one of these and done this yet? I searched everywhere. I couldn't find one example. What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today? Before we get into today's weirdness, I want to remind you that you could win this really rad joystick. This thing's awesome. I have one myself. I haven't painted. It doesn't look as cool as this one, but I use it all the time when I'm not streaming because it's loud. You'll be hearing that the whole stream, and I know that's obnoxious. It's good for a PlayStation 2 or anything with a USB. You can win that. All you gotta do is donate $20 or more to the Alzheimer's Association using the link below. If you don't use that link, then I can't give it to you. I have to have the credit first and foremost, and I have to have a way to prove it, aside from an email from you. And you have to live in the lower 48 states or be willing to pay the entire shipping amount. But either way, guys, hit that link down below. I genuinely appreciate all the support I get every year. I'm this close to $1,000. Let's get there. The walk is near the end of the month. Couple of weeks. Get me there. And at the end of the big kickoff, we'll be giving that thing away. I got a bunch of other little tabletop games. I want to give away some pocket games. It's going to be awesome. So, on with the show. Excuse me, I'm petting my Vader. It's right here, and I love to look at this thing. So, this is going to be like a story time. So, if you're not into listening to stories, fuck off. Belong to a Facebook group called Everything's Free in Melrose. They lied. I went next door and tried to take their TV, and it wasn't free. But things posted in the group are. Or if you need something, you can request it. So I've put things there to give, and I've requested things to take, and I've seen things on there and I've taken, and vice versa and everything. It's really a great concept. I love it. Well, the other day I saw, or sometime last week, I saw a post about this giant Hayward pool filter housing. I used to work with my landlord. My landlord owns a pool repair service. You know, he does the big jobs. He doesn't just come and clean your shit every week. He does the big jobs. You need a new filter system. You need a new pump. You need to add salt water system to it. You need to put a heater. You need to dig up all your pipes and repair them. That's what he does. Puts a new liner in. Redoes your deck. You know, that's his job. And I thought of him because he likes to hang on to a few things like this if they're in good condition and offer them to people who may not have the money to repair, you know, or replace a part that has gone wrong, that has failed them. You know, he's like, you know, give me $50 for the thing and however much it is to put it in, you know. He tries to help people out. So I asked him, hey, would you be interested in me picking this up for you? And he's like, I already get a couple. And as a matter of fact, there's one right next to his garage outside. I saw it today. So I paused on it, and then I messaged the lady, and I said, look, he's not interested. I'm sorry. But since you got nobody else really interested, is it clean and dry inside of it? And she's like, well, it hasn't been used in years. I have no idea. So that told me it was dry. So I said, I'll take it. I'll take the fucking thing. I figured one of a couple things could happen here. I could either just take it. Peter could say, hey, did you get that thing? And I could give it to him. But now you'll find out it's not really, not anymore. Or if I don't use it, I could just hide it behind his shed. And he'll eventually find it and be like, oh, I forgot about this. Because he's a good dude like that. No, he really is. He's a really great guy. He takes care of us. But so I went and picked it up this morning. And here's my idea. I want to make an Astromech Droid out of it. And I know I come up with projects all the time, and I kind of start them, and I don't. This is going to be like one of those, like a hot rod kind of thing. You know, you go out there like every couple Sundays or whatever, and you just toss the wrench at it. Maybe go get a new part for it here and there. I'm gonna do that. I just don't know when and how long it's gonna take. I already have a couple ideas, and that's really it. So let me show you this. I was so worried it was gonna be clogged up. I don't know if you ever had a DE filter, something Earth. I can't never remember what the D word is besides, you know, ding dong. So I took the thing apart and I wanted to see how that stuff. It's like this white clay like stuff, and once it gets hot and stays in there, it's shipping away. It's a pain in the ass. I was so worried about that. I kind of knew the filters would be in there. They're like little fingers, you know? So, what you're about to see is footage of me recording for my TikTok account. It's my art account. I'm not going to give it to you. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. I don't want your bullshit over there. Because I don't like you enough for that. Some of you. The rest of you, by all means, go hang out. So that's what you're going to see here. Was it fucked up? Is it ready to rock and roll? Let's find out. Okay, well, I'm going to go around this thing and undo every one of these bolts. Pain in the ass. I remember having to repair and clean these out. It wasn't fun then. It's not going to be fun now, and I will absolutely probably never use all these again. So, I'm just praying to God that if there are still filters in there, that they cleaned it out at least. Alright, well, we're going to find out. These just pop right off. All the bolts are over here. I'm pretty sure the filters are on here, but I'm really just worried about how clean it is. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my. Not dirty at all. A little. Just spray that out. Best case scenario. Gee whiz. And just a little bit. See this white shit? That's the DA. Something Earth. I can't remember. So what I'll end up doing is probably removing this. I'm going to remove this here for him. I'm going to let him have these parts. As well as all this. This is stuff that breaks pretty commonly. So he could always use stuff like that. And when I say he, I mean my landlord who owns a pool repair service company. Best case scenario, I am super stoked now. And once you have this thing off, this is free. So now, you can just pull the whole filter system out, throw them away. There we go. Back here. That's what the bottom looks like. Took the gauge off for him. I'm going to remove that here in a second. Perfect. Just needs a good cleaning. This was stuck in down there, but got that off. Got all the accessories off of it. I'm going to leave that. I might pull it off, but keep it. That'll look like a nice little greebly. But here's all the stuff. I'm going to give this to the landlord because it's probably useful. I did remove this from the center of the filter housing because sometimes these are ungood too. So I figured I'd save as much as I could. He doesn't even know I'm doing this. He'll probably just end up never using it anyway, but still. But there are parts, I know this thing breaks often. So, I've replaced a number of those over the years. I'm going to take this downstairs, give it a good cleaning, and we're good. Now I have to just come up with ideas. So, I don't have any, like, legit plans yet. But I have one idea. One so far. I definitely want it to look like it has some kind of a tank tread thing. It doesn't have to actually be tank treads. It could just be a solid triangle with some cool angles or whatever and some, greeblies and crap all over it. But I want to get one of those, I guess you call them hoverboards. You stand on them this way. Not the ones that has the one wheel in the middle and like Turbo Joe does. No, you stand on it this way and you lean forward and backwards or you do this. And it's this motion I really like because I'd love the thing to have tank control so I can literally just spin it, And all I'll have to do is just put those motors, it'll bolt right on. And instead of whatever this trigger mechanism is, wire it to like either Arduino or a, remote control kind of receiver kind of situation. And that's how I'll propel the thing. That's how I'll move it. From there, we could just do lights. We could do sounds. We could do anything. There's holes. There's things all over. Just looking at it. There's 1,000 things we could do with this thing. So I'm looking to you for advice. I'm looking to you for ideas. And more importantly, and I don't beg. I don't really beg. But if there is anything that you might have that could contribute to this, to donate to the project. And I'm talking about like a greebly that would look cool in one of those holes, or maybe you printed R2 legs or something like that, and send them over and I'll find a way to work them in. That kind of a thing. If you got a laser cutter and you want to cut me a few pieces, I don't have laser cutters. I got a 3D printer over here, but it's all fucked up. It's goofy right now. I need to figure it out. So I can't be 3D printing parts for it or anything like that, but if anyone has one of those that they just don't use anymore, that has strong motors, it has to have some torque to it, because this thing's going to end up weighing a little bit. I'm going to go minimal with it, but it's still going to, I'm going to walk downtown with it now and then. Hopefully. It's going to look awesome. It's going to look awesome. It's going to look different. And I'm excited. You know, you watch a lot of these other channels, though, and they make R2s and R5s and R4s, and they make the little, you know, whatevers. But this is going to be my own droid. And, you know, we'll come up with a story for him and everything, a name. I'm playing around with HK213. HK213. If you can figure that out, by all means, leave it down in the description. Maybe I'll send you a button or something from me. One of my Atari Creep buttons. I have a few of those in the Creep It Real buttons left over from my buddy Ryan. So guys, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about this. Again, this is going to be like a long-term project. I'm talking a few years probably. Over time. Maybe one day I'll just get super manic and we'll just bang it out. I don't know. But if there's anything even if you're new to the channel, a Star Wars guy, a builder, you know, part of the Star Wars room builder groups, and you have something you think would be fine for this or good for this, and you don't mind just throwing it, even if it's a part maybe you 3D printed and it came out a little fucked up, I have no problem with fixing it. I have no problem with filling in holes and fabricating, you know. I can do fiberglass, I can do putty work, I can do Bondo, I can do wood, plastic. I'm good there. But I'm asking for donations for this, not cash. I don't want cash, but parts and things. And I have one really cool idea I want to do to it just to take it that extra step further. And we talked about doing this to a smaller droid, an actual R2 that's about this big. And that's the only hint I'm going to give you, because I will be able to put it into this thing. Unfortunately, I'm having trouble getting into the small one. But guys, thank you always so much for watching. I am flipping excited. I'm so excited I'm not even using a real F-bomb yet. And I hope you are too. This is going to be awesome. I just live on the second floor, though. If I do make this thing, it's going to be a pain in the ass getting it up and down. Maybe I'll just find a spot in the garage for it. I don't know. But guys, thank you always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget the Alzheimer's Association. The walk's the end of this month. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. So let's go. Let's get that to $1,000. We're like that close. We're like 900 and something. And I will be doing an update video on that this week to thank, because we do have a few new donations. So, and I have some questions about who you are. There's somebody who put their name Dawn of the Dead in there, and I'm curious as to who that was. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I hope you're doing well. Take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.